Hey guys, Nick Holding here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to a new vlog video that I'm super excited to be doing because today we're going to be rewatching together the complete Bridget Jones's Diary collection of 3 movies on Blu-ray to get ready for what it has to be the 4th and last installment on the series, Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, premiering this Valentine's season of the year 2025. I'm super excited since the moment that it was rumored that Bridget Jones might be coming back for a 4th installment. There were a lot of rumors about recasting Bridget Jones and things like that, but I love that Renée Zellweger has always been willing of playing these characters so beautiful and so well done. When I first moved to the US, I had every single Bridget Jones's Diary as one of the very first movies that I wanted to pick for my big physical media collection, and I picked every one of them on DVD. When the third one premiered, I was already living in the US, but I didn't have nobody to take me to the movie theater, so I ended up watching it when the DVD release got there. When it got released, I got it on Walmart with a slipcover, but eventually I decided to upgrade my complete collection to Blu-ray, which is the best format out there so far for the Bridget Jones's Diary series. Every single Blu-ray has the DVD, the original DVD on the inside, and I'm praying for a 4th installment to also be released on physical media to complete our collections. I'm also praying for a 4K release on the US. The first one by Paramount has a 4K release, if I'm not mistaken, on another country. I have also seen a steelbook, and another thing that I have is that when I purchased the Blu-ray, I thought that I was going to be getting the original Blu-ray with the picture of the 3 main characters on front, but I ended up getting a one with only Bridget on the front. So, the new movie will premiere on February 13 on Peacock, and then it will open on select movie theaters on February 14. I'm praying that close by there is going to be at least one movie theater that I will have it. CMX, I'm in the lookup. I haven't even seen the tickets go on sale yet, but if it's not on the CMX at Dolphin Mall, I don't mind driving a little farther away, but I would love to have the experience of watching Bridget Jones on the big screen. If I find an early screening, I will even take my mom with me. I discovered Bridget Jones's Diary series when I was still living in Cuba. I remember my mom told me that the movies were good, and I bought the first one. The second one was almost impossible to find in Cuba, so I bought the first one and I decided to give it a watch. It cut my heart into pieces of how much I enjoyed the movie. I was like, wow, what a beautiful, well done movie. The characters were amazing. We have Bridget Jones, we have Renée Zellweger as Bridget Jones. Then we have Hugh Grant as Daniel Harmon, if I'm not mistaken, and Colin Firth as, don't remember his name right now, but they make an amazing dynamic trio. It's super relatable because Bridget is just a single lady. She kind of feels bad about her weight. She's writing a diary. She's having trouble to go through her love life. She gets in love with her supervisor. She also have a guy that cares more about her, which is Colin Firth, and they do an amazing final scene when the both guys fight under the sun. I think it's Raining Men. She has a group of close friends, so it's an amazing movie, and that was the first time that I watched it. Then, curious me, I knew that a sequel existed, and it was super hard to find around Cuba. I didn't live in the US at that time. And one day, I'm zapping through national television, and there was this channel that there was still shows for every single country, and they were putting Bridget Jones. So I play it, but since the sequel start with the same scene from like the first one with the ugly sweaters, I thought it was just a rerun of the first one. That I was like, thankfully I decided that I was like, I want to watch it anyways. When I realized it was the sequel, I screamed. Now, since they steal these kind of shows, I'm not sure, this kind of movies, sorry, I'm not sure if it was them, but there is a lesbian scene on the sequel that was cut. Because when I finally moved to the US and I got it on DVD and I rewatched it, I realized that the kiss was cut. Now, another curious thing. I have seen every movie on DVD and I have also seen every special feature that it brings except for the audio commentaries, but I have never seen the Blu-ray edition since I upgrade them. So I thought, whatever excuse do I have before the premiere of the 4th installment that to just sit, chill, and watch all the 3 movies on Blu-ray and do a little vlog for you guys to let you guys know what do I think about all these years about the 3 movies. My favorite has to be the second one, and the third one was a little bit less good, but it was still good. So Hugh Grant do not come back for the third one, only Colin Firth does, and it's kind of like the sequence of life. So in the first one she's single, in the second one she's trying to marry Colin Firth character, and on the third one they kind of have a setback, but they actually get back together, and Hugh Grant character has passed away. Now, at the end, we do get a newspaper saying that Hugh Grant character has been found alive, and on the 4th installment, now Bridget is a widow with kids, and she's trying to get back in the dating game, and Daniel Cleaver is there to help her, and also is super close to Bridget's kids. So I'm super excited for the 4th installment. I'm pretty sure the part of Colin Firth is going to be emotional, but if you have seen the trailer play, we already know that the 3 actors will be back. He's going to be back on memories and things like that. So 4 installments based on 4 books. I just love every single movie again. I cannot wait right now just to play it. I kind of read through the backs, and I think the DVD may have extra special features, and the plan is to rewatch every single movie, but I also want to watch every single special feature. And when I mean every single special feature, I mean even the audio commentaries, because for Bridget Jones' The Age of Reason, I started watching the commentary and I didn't finish it all the way through, but I love hearing all these behind the scenes stories, and both commentaries are by the same director. If I'm not mistaken, the same lady directed the 1st and the 2nd installment. So that's the plan for today's vlog. I would love to know in the comments if you're excited for Bridget Jones 4 and if you have seen these 3 movies. If you haven't, go ahead and watch it. On the physical media side, for example, the third one on Blu-ray, I do know that has a sleep, but I was late on the game. The first one is released by Paramount. The last 2 are released by Universal. This one is being recorded for Peacock, but since it's going to be on some selected movie theaters, I'm actually really hoping for a Blu-ray release on physical media, and it will be a first day buy. So yeah, that's my plan for tonight. Today for me it's Saturday, it's almost 10 p.m. I might be only able to watch today the first one, and then tomorrow I can watch the second and the third. They're not super long. First one is like an hour and 40, sequel is like an hour and 50, and third one is like an hour and 40. So again, it's been a while. I remember the first one, I did watch it like maybe a couple of years ago on DVD, but I never saw the second or the third one again. When I had the physical media, like when I was living in Cuba, I saw them like millions of times, the first 2. But anyways, guys, let me just play the Blu-ray on the TV and stay tuned if you're interested. Again, I will give you guys my honest review and what do I think about these movies now. It's the perfect excuse if you have never seen it to watch them with me and then go to the movie theater to watch the 4th one, or just pay a membership on Pico and watch it on February 13th. Again, the 4th one is going to be called Bridget Jones Mad About the Boy. Guys, the level of excitement is just beyond, like, you guys have no idea. This is the first time that I actually played the Blu-ray, and it has a super interactive menu with the diary pages, Bridget Jones's diary, and then the pages start to have like moving videos of the movie, and then starts to write things like, "Hurrah, I'm no longer tragic spinter." So I cannot wait to give this movie a watch. We have the options of play the movie. We have the option to set up the movie with audio in English 5.1, and then subtitles if you can on Spanish and English only. Then we have a selection of scenes if you just want to watch one of the scenes. We have the special features. We have an audio commentary by director Sharon Maguire. We have the John and the Mathless, an expert guide to being single, the Bridget Jones phenomenon, behind the scenes feature, Portrait of the Makeup Artist, Deleted Scene, A Guide to Bridget Jones, British Means, also from Lionsgate, and Bookmarks. So it's tons of special features that I want to see all of them. And then we go back to play the movie. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing the movie in English with subtitles in English as well. It's been a while, guys. And oh, it's only 14 seconds. Yeah, seconds. 14 seconds there. So the movie has a total runtime, and this one is including the credits, of 1 hour and 38 minutes with 2 seconds. So I'm about to sit down, play it, and relax. These vlogs are kind of long, and I do talk a lot. But again, right now is going to be my moment of enjoyment of the physical media. And I want to plan more vlogs for you guys. Like, for example, I'm recording, and that's why I have the t-shirt still on. I just recorded Friends, the one with all the formats that you guys are going to be seeing later on the channel. You guys are going to have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas specials that I'm going to talk about on that specific vlog. But let me sit down, enjoy, and I will be back in a second with you guys. So stay tuned if you're interested on the rewatch of the 3 first Bridget Jones's movies. Bridget Jones's movies.
And marmalade.
Thank you.
I think that deserves a toast, don't you? To Bridget, who cannot cook, but who we love, just as she is. To Bridget, just as she is.
Guys, I have so much fun creating these vlogs that you have no idea, because I take pride of what I do, and sometimes I'm like, I want to take free time, but I have so many projects on my mind that I want to do, and this kind of project gives me the excuse to revisit back movies that I have on my collection that I love. And one of the reasons that they are part of my collection is because I don't mind watching it like millions of times. So I started recording this vlog yesterday on Saturday, and I'll have already seen on Blu Ray the first Bridget Jones's Diary movie. The movie lasted for around 1 hour and 35 minutes. And I was able also last night to watch every single special feature that the Blu Ray has, except for the audio commentary with the director. So today it's already Sunday, and my morning was to rewatch Bridget Jones's Diary, but with the audio commentary. And I can confess to you guys, this is the first time that I have actually heard an audio commentary for a movie from beginning to end. I love when they add closed caption to the audio commentary, but it was okay. I just love to get as many details of the movie as I can get. So, Bridget Jones's Diary, it felt to me like I watched a 10-minute movie, because I love the movie so much. I love the character so much. I can't believe that I didn't remember the Mark Darcy name, but sometimes when you sit down here, things that are on your brain, they just get away. I don't know how, but anyways. So, on Bridget Jones's Diary, we basically get introduced to the world of Bridget Jones, a 30-year-old single lady that lives in London, and her mom usually on Christmas time tries to present her with a single guy. So the single guy that she gets presented at the early beginning of the movie is Colin Firth as Mark Darcy, wearing an ugly sweater with a reindeer. What happened is that she kind of likes him, but she catches him talking bad about her, so she just go back to life. And what she makes as New Year's resolution is that she wants to smoke less, drink less, and lose a little bit of weight. If you are a fan of Renée Zellweger is a super skinny actress, and we have always known that one of the things that she does for this role is she gains a little bit of weight, and it makes her look so beautiful, and so like you have to love this character. And she basically is working at a press of books, and of course her supervisor is Daniel Cleaver Hugh Grant. They start flirting over messages. She's super clumsy, she's like just going through life, but spicy texts just get them to start into a relationship. Now, it's so hard to hate him because, you know, he's just a F boy, But he plays the character so well that it's so hard for you to hate it, but he acts like an ass with Bridget, so he shouldn't be for Bridget a boyfriend of any kind. That's one of the things that I love about this movie, is that she's able to move on from him. She doesn't stay like on the cloud or be like attached to this guy. But anyways, the early beginning of the movie, we get to see their relationship, and of course he plays the S card. He portrays himself to her as the guy that Colin Firth character did something terrible to him, and it was the other way around. And then we start to have Colin Firth as this magic guy that just kind of like starts to tell her that he loves her the way she is. We have a lot of diary entries. We have the group of friends on their 30s that just giving advice to Bridget. So it's a super beautiful romantic comedy. We have an amazing scene with Colin Firth and Hugh Grant fighting over It's Raining Men song. That's an amazing moment. And the movie gets all the way to a beautiful ending. They're based on books, and the movie did so well that the writer promised a second book, which after that it was made into a sequel movie, and it was actually Hugh Grant's first sequel. Now, the movie looks amazing on Blu-ray. The audio is super high quality, and I know it has been released on 4K in the UK, so I'm hoping for a 4K release in the future. Now, it's kind of weird because it has the Universal title card on it, but the release is from Lionsgate and Paramount, or at least that's what I can see on the spine. So Paramount, it's right here on top, but then when you actually play the menu, it has also Lionsgate titles attached to it. So difference between the DVD and the Blu-ray. Well, the menu of the DVD is kind of like super regular menu, but this one has the interactive menu that I showed you guys. The DVD does have a few extras that the Blu-ray doesn't include. For example, it has the entries of the original Papers News that then became the first book of the movie. It comes with a few TV spots, and it also comes with a theatrical trailer for the sequel, Bridget Jones: The Edge of Reason. Now, on the Blu-ray, we have a 10-minute feature of how they made the movie with a few clips of interview from the actors and actress. We also have the makeup of the movie. We have kind of like a dictionary of British words that you don't understand and then get translated to English. We also had the Bridget Jones Phenom, which kind of have like a lot of sneak peeks about the sequel. And we also have lots of deleted scenes that I loved. As deleted scenes for this one, we have one that shows how the relationship between Bridget and Daniel look. And we also have an alternate ending. That's one of the things that I love about watching the commentary, is that the director tells so many things about how she felt filming the movie on London on actual location, how they didn't have that many days to record the movie, how good Renée was for the character. There is a lot of input about the director and a lot of notes that I just loved to her. And she told that the movie was being super successful and she was super proud, and then she came back to direct the sequel as well. So the original ending for this one in the US is basically we have the recurring joke on the movie that Bridget used to run naked on Colin Firth's character pool. So that's kind of what it gets to show with the song There Comes Miss Jones. But then on the deleted scenes for the Blu-ray, you do get an alternate ending, which is basically the characters saying how they feel about the new relationship for Bridget and his parents. Also, we get Daniel Cleaver back having bad luck with all the girls that he's dating. But anyways, again, I love the movie since day one. The difficulties that I faced to be able to watch the sequel for the first time, again, I watched it on national television, and to be able now to be just sitting down in my house and had the movie on Blu-ray and just play it and watch it as many times as I want, I just loved it. So the sequel, the first one is the only side that is called Bridget Jones's Diary. The diary is still important on every single movie. For example, on the third one, I remember one of the first pictures when they announced that Bridget was basically hugging to a tablet because, you know, times has changed. And the first two are kind of like, the first one is from the year 2000, if I'm not mistaken, and the sequel is from 2004. Now, the third one is from 2016, so a lot of time passed, and then the newest one is going to be for the year 2025. So they're kind of spaced out through time, but again, I'm pretty sure the fourth one will be the final installment. And basically, I'm just going to play now Bridget Jones: The Age of Reason. Again, they lost the Bridget Jones's Diary on the first title. The second one is Bridget Jones: The Age of Reason. The third one, Bridget Jones's Baby, and then the fourth one, Bridget Jones: Mad About the Boy. So I'm about to play The Age of Reason. I love The Age of Reason. For what I read, I think this one lasts an hour and 40 minutes, and it's going to have more special features. I have to be honest, I have seen the special features. I'm just like, since I'm recording a vlog, it's giving me an excuse to revisit more details into the movies, but I have seen the special features and part of the audio commentary, but I definitely wanted to watch the complete audio commentary. So, I have the 10th anniversary edition. I do hope for the future that these movies get released on 4K. I would love a 4K release with steelbooks or slipcovers, whatever they can give us. But anyways, let me play the movie. I'm going to basically just watch it, and after I'm done, I will give you guys a little bit of an insight and review of what do I think about the sequel all these years later. It's been a while since I watched the sequel. I'm pretty sure the last time that I watched it, I was still living in Cuba. The only one that I have seen in the US is the first one and the third one, but the sequel, it's been a while since I watched it, and I used to have the DVD. I have never watched the Blu Ray quality. So let's see what do I think about the sequel all these years later. Okay guys, so I just played the Blu Ray disc. First impressions, if you have ever owned a Universal movie, sometimes they do not have a menu, or I don't know if just because the Blu Ray is a little bit old, I don't have the option to actually get to see the menu. The movie just play right there, so I have it paused. So I have like these options right here to the left where it says play, chapter, setup, and extras. I saw a tiny bit of a scene and the quality is not the greatest. It's definitely better than the DVD, but again, these movies, if we get a 4K, they will look amazing on 4K because they're super colorful. So if I press chapters right here, it will let me choose which part of the movie I actually want to see. And we have a total of we have a total of 16 chapters for Bridget Jones: The Age of Reason. Let me go back to the main menu. If I press the setup part of the menu, the spoken language, we have English 5.1 DTS HDMI master audio. Then we have French 5.1 DTS digital surround audio, and a feature commentary with director Vivan Kidron. Did they change the directors between movie? I don't know why I thought it was the same director. Let me go back. Subtitles. You can have English HDH. It's the only subtitles that they offer here. So I don't think I'm going to be able to hear the commentary with subtitles. Maybe the DVD does have the option. And then for the extras, we have deleted scenes with introductions by director Vivan Kidron, Mark and Bridget Forever, Bridget Jones interviews Colin Firth. Guys, this was something important on the books, that Bridget loved the actor that played Mark. Sorry, Spanglish there. Pride and Prejudice, I think is the name. Colin Firth played a character on that movie. So Colin Firth plays Mark Darcy on this movie. So what they did was Renée stayed as Bridget and she kind of interviewed Colin Firth. Because that's the only way that they found that they were going to be able to do that in the movie. And it's kind of like a deleted interview. Lonely London, The Big Fight, and then the feature commentary with director Vivan Kidron. And then that's basically it. I'm just going to play the movie. Again, I'm super excited to watch it. Let me give you guys a runtime. Mute it there. So the total runtime for the sequel is 1 hour and 47 minutes. So let me play it and I will be back with you guys in a second, so stay tuned. Sorry guys, I couldn't wait to play the DVD. I have the DVD saved here because I remember the menu for this movie to be way better. The Blu-ray from Universal has a regular menu, but the DVD has this amazing menu. And I'm pretty sure, again, I'm going to be watching the movie on Blu-ray, but this specific menu, I think on this DVD version you can actually get the audio commentary with closed caption on it. So after those cute scenes from the movie comes, we have the main menu with the options of play, scenes, bonus features, and language. I have right here inside of my Blu-ray, I never get rid of my DVDs, for example, things like that. So if we go to the bonus features of the movie, this DVD has way more interactive menus. I love the poster art, and in this case, Daniel Holder Room, Bridget's desk, and Mark Love Office. Let's put Bridget's desk for example. It's fun because the menu for the special features is interactive from the characters. So on Bridget's desk, we have the feature commentary with director Vivan Kindron and deleted scenes with introductions. I think, if I'm not mistaken now, that the director from the first one came back for the third one, or for the fourth one. I kind of remember Bridget Jones having the same director for 2 movies. So, let me see if I play the director's commentary for the movie. Because again, I remember seeing that commentary with subtitles somewhere. And the Blu-ray definitely doesn't have it. Oh, and even I can play the movie or play the movie with quiz. So it was one of those interactive DVDs that give you so many things. I used to love them. Of course, the quality of the Blu-ray, it's better for image quality, but the DVDs used to be game changer for movies when they actually took care of the movies. Okay, so this is regular English. Where did I have the commentary with the subtitles?
It's Daniel Cleaver, but actually I have to admit, as...
No, I haven't. I mean, I have... I might be tripping. I cannot remember the commentary being with closed caption on it. But anyways, that's kind of how the DVD looks like. I didn't show you the first one because the first one wasn't like anything out of this world. So I'm going to play back the Blu-ray so I can actually get to enjoy the movie.
Back off, Cleaver, or I'll report you to a sexual harassment tribunal. I'm a serious journalist.
Is that your most serious skirt, Jim?
Oh, do you like it?
Okay guys, so just finished watching Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason on Blu-ray. I watched the movie, then I watched all the special features that compared to the first Blu-ray are kind of a little bit less, and then I watched the audio commentary. I don't know why, but I remember having some special scene in Cuba, like a DVD edition or something, maybe it was from Spain, that had the audio commentary with subtitles. But anyways, I enjoyed the sequel like the first time that I watched it. I feel like the first 2 movies are so well connected together because they were done kind of a little bit closer to each other. And all the characters are there. The magic of the first movie is still present on the second one, and it's kind of like, let me give you guys a more deep into these characters that you already fall in love into, like in the first movie. So in the sequel of Bridget Jones, Bridget is finally happy with Colin Firth. I love that the whole movie is like an entrance from her diary, and you see a lot of like inner thoughts and things like that, which is always amazing to see in movies, and you still have the comedic aspect of it. Renée Zellweger, it will be again needed to gain a lot of weight in order to play Bridget, but she was born to play this character. She played this character with such a grace, and this character is such a positive character. But anyways, we kind of have like the ideal couple in the beginning of the movie, but Bridget's still a mess. She continued working on television and she continues being a mess. One of the very first early scenes that we have in the movie is she flying on a parachute, and we also have a romantic scene with both of our main characters like running through a hill, kind of like the Sound of Music style. And basically we get the whole gang together again of friends, kind of like when you are single, your friends are, this is the vibe of the group of friends, your friends are advising you to like look for guys, what do you need to do to be interested for guys and things like that. But then once she has a boyfriend, everybody's telling her like your boyfriend doesn't want you, he's going to betray you, and things like that. And the promotion to that jealousy is that we get introduced to a character who is Mark's partner, and Bridget just get jealous of her. She goes to a big party at the company, and it's kind of like she feels a little bit out of place because all this lawyer knows a lot, and she's more like there is a time on the trivia that they start asking about popular culture, and then she knows a little bit more about it. She just shows up at the event with her face just red because it was a little bit dark. And basically the first arc of the movie is like we kind of get a fallout for these two characters, and they ended up breaking down. Daniel Cleaver is back in the picture, and he's now working on television, kind of like going to exclusive places on the world and giving insights. And the network kind of wants to give a girl to him, and basically they ended up going to Thailand. The scenes on Thailand are a beautiful, beautiful work of art. We have Bridget trying magic mushrooms, and she gets high at the beach, just like flying around and seeing Daniel Cleaver. She knows how he is, but she kind of let him like seduce her one more time, but eventually she realizes she's doing a mistake. Him being Daniel Cleaver, a prostitute just comes in before they're going to make it. We have the big panties joke one more time, and before they were coming back home, and this was kind of like a low point of the movie because it kind of like got a little bit serious. It's still on the comedic part, but it got super serious super fast. So Bridget's friend got a super young boyfriend that sneaked cocaine into a gift that he gave to her. So when they were doing the backpacks, Bridget's friend's backpack was kind of full, so she gives the thing to Bridget, and Bridget gets caught at the airport. Now, Mark Darcy is the one that gets her out of jail because even Daniel Cleaver just sees her getting in trouble and he just flies and let her be. We had a lot of fun moments on the jail because we kind of feel on life like, oh, something bad is about to happen, but then we start hearing more people's problems, and we're like, my problems are a joke compared to this. She was like, oh, my boyfriend is so bad, and then these ladies around her were like, oh, my boyfriend makes me work all day, he made me have drugs and things like that, and then she realized how stupid she is, feeling like Mark Darcy was a bad man. If you have any doubts, this is the movie that demonstrates that Mark Darcy is the man for Bridget. They make a beautiful, beautiful relationship. But anyways, once she's back home, she finds out that Mark Darcy was the responsible for taking her out. We have the guys having a fight one more time with the son, I believe, in a scene called Love. I love the montage. It's again the super stupid fight sequence from the first movie repeated. This movie has a lot of callbacks to the first one, and the director actually tells on the commentaries that she wanted to get all those pop moments again. We have the diary entries, we have the signs on London getting like on when she's walking like Times Square's on New York, but London. Then we have the big declaration of romance. She runs to Colin's apartment, but Rebecca is there. We find out that Rebecca is actually a lesbian that has a crush on Bridget, and they share a kiss, which is a beautiful moment because even laying her down, she's like, oh, I'm in love with men, and I'm specifically in love with Colin, like kind of giving her an sorry apology. Then she kind of needs to change dresses, and she tries on like 2 different outfits, which the taxi driver tells her like, nope, that's a no. And then she tries on the definite dress. Once she gets to Mark Darcy's office, she gets all wet again. So we have the big apology moment, we have the big reconciliation moment where Mark Darcy asks her to marry her, and the movie ends beautiful with Bridget Jones' parents' wedding on purple, and with a beautiful, beautiful shot done on CGI where if you see the birds flying in the skies, they're making a little heart. So it's a beautiful romantic comedy, and I feel that this was the original intended ending. When I came to the US, it was already announced that the third book was happening and they were going to be giving a third movie. But I don't know what timing point like the writer decided to do a third book. Anyways, that's kind of like the sequel. I just loved it. And the special features are super interesting. On the audio commentary, we get to know a lot of things. For example, one of the scenes that the director says that once she came back home after jail time, she kind of fell down because she left one of the lamps light up, and that shouldn't be possible. There is a scene called Loneliness London, where Bridget is kind of having a cigarette at her window, and then the camera starts getting out, and we get to see London done over CGI with a lot of couples having fun and things like that, and it go all the way to the end to Colin Firth feeling alone as well. So at that shot, she's tell us that she drew a heart with the anniversary she had with her husband, which I wish they're still together to this time, but back then it was a year anniversary, so that was something cool to learn. We kind of a little bit of making of about the fight sequence. We get 3 deleted scenes, one of them being before Bridget went to London, but it was kind of sad and she needed to take it out of the movie. We also have, wow, I just watched them and I'm like, we have an alternate intro. The movie will have had a little bit of a different beginning to it, and we have the one that shows more about the breakup of Bridget. That's a scene where there is a little bit of an interaction between Daniel Cleaver and Mark Darcy. Daniel Cleaver calls Bridget, and Colin has her phone, and then they kind of like a little bit of interaction there. And then there is a third scene, which I'm having a little bit of issue remembering. A dream sequence of Bridget having a baby. And all of these scenes, which are 3, had introduction by the director of the movie. And then what else do we have on the bonus feature side? I think that basically sums up the special features. Guys, one of my dream locations that I want to go as soon as I can, and I keep postponing it, is that I'm dreaming of going to London. Last Christmas season, I saw the movie Last Christmas, that it was released on 4K, and the movie is shot in London. And you guys have no idea how much of a desire I have to go and visit that city and spend like a week on it. And I know Notting Hill from the movie with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts, the town exists. But while watching Bridget, I was like, the apartment outside shots look super real. And then I look, and the apartment is actually real. And it's like super close to like where the main scenes are. So the day that I go to New York, that's one of my bucket list places. I need to go to the outside of Bridget's apartment and take a picture there. And again, that's just the excitement of the movies that gives me like one of the things that I love doing when I travel. For example, I'm going on February to Boston, and I want to visit Salem, which is like 40 minutes away, and there is a few filming locations for Hocus Pocus, so it's going to be interesting to get to know those locations. And I'm super excited for the 4th installment of Bridget Jones. I literally cannot wait, and it's going to be more in the sad note because now she's a widow, but at least for the trailer we know that Colin Firth recorded a few new scenes, and we have the return of Hugh Grant. Now, the 3rd movie, which is the one that we're going to be watching next. So the 3rd movie was called Bridget Jones's Baby. I was in the US, like I told you. I never went to the movie theaters because I don't even know if they were putting it out in my movie theaters. And we have the addition of, I don't want to say his name incorrectly, Patrick Dempsey, kind of replacing Hugh Grant's character. Hugh Grant said that the script didn't resonate with him back in the day, so he decided not to appear on the 3rd movie. But again, at the end of the movie, there is a newspaper saying that he's actually been found alive, because at the beginning of the movie we have his funeral basically. So that's why he's back on this 4th installment, which I'm pretty sure again it's going to be the last one. So the only time that I have seen Bridget Jones's Baby was on my DVD, which I have inside of my Blu Ray. And once I upgraded to Blu Ray, I have never done a rewatch, and this will be the 2nd time that I actually see the third movie. I remember loving it. I remember Renée Zellweger was amazing again as Bridget, and I remember the story being good, and Patrick Dempsey's character was a good addition to the cast. So that's going to be the end of the video. We're going to be playing together Bridget Jones's Baby. I'm going to give you guys my honest review, and I hope I got you guys ready for Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, coming on February 13 on Peacock, and on February 14, Valentine's Days of 2025, to select movie theaters. If you have never seen Bridget Jones's Diary saga, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's amazing romantic comedies. It has the level of absurdity. It has the level of romantic scenes that you're just like. It had dream sequence. It's like an amazing saga, and then Renée Zellweger did an amazing job every time she played Bridget on the big screen. So let me sit back and enjoy the third movie, and I will be back with you guys in a little second. Okay guys, so here we go. I just played my Blu-ray. It was released by Universal. Originally I got the DVD with a slipcover, and the Blu-ray actually came with a slipcover as well, but since I bought it so late in the game, mine arrived without the slip. I'm pretty sure this installment from 2016 is going to have way better quality than the first two movies, and one of the things different from the second one is that the menu is kind of the same. You have the options on the left, but at least the movie is not playing on the background. It's like we have like the promo picture of the poster with our main characters. You can tell time has passed, not only because the actors are older, but you can see Bridget's character with an iPad now replacing the actual paper diary. Now on the left side I have the option to play the movie. I have the option of chapters. This movie has 20 different chapters to it. Then we have, I'm sorry, am I the only one that always plays twice? Anyways, we have the setup. So if I put the setup, I have the option to put the audio on English 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio, Spanish 5.1 DTS Digital Surround, and French 5.1 DTS Digital Surround. DVS is descriptive video service. Subtitle options, I have English HDH, Spanish, and French. And then we have the bonus features, which is always going to be one of my favorite things about collecting physical media. So in this case we have I know I saw the special features, but I don't remember them. So we have an alternate ending, we have deleted and also alternate scenes, we have a gag reel, and then we have a full circle, the making of Bridget Jones's Baby. And I kind of remember the special features not being that long. For example, I just play all the making of ones, and oh no, I'm kind of mistaken. So we have 18 minutes of making of, which is a pretty decent making of feature. For example, we have Renée returns, the difference that 15 years makes, Bridget's voice in London in love, and Sharon Shaw, the director. Remember when I was messing up the director? So the lady that directed the first movie came back to direct the third one. Now the second one is directed by a lady as well, but then the next installment is going to be directed by a boy, if I read it correctly. So let's see how long the movie has. And this one is missing an audio commentary. So the notification that if you sell your copy, that's piracy. It always plays before the movies. This one is restricted air under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian. It does have a lot of cursing. If you don't like cursing, these movies do have a lot. So this movie, I was mistaken. I thought it was a little bit like an hour and 40 minutes, but this one is 2 hours and 2 minutes long. Again, I remember loving it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a good experience. It's Sunday night and tomorrow I work, but I do want to finish this video today, so I'm going to watch the movie and end up the video with the review. So see you guys in a second.
Seems to be stuck.
Okay guys, let this be on the records. It's almost 3 AM and my alarm is at 7 AM. So at 7 AM I will take a quick shower and then I need to fly to the office. But anyways, I have no words. I wasn't expecting to get emotional because again, I remember watching the movie just once and enjoying it. But the same scene happened to me when I saw 50 Shades of Grey, all the 3 movies back to back. The same thing happened to me with Bridget Jones' Zari film series, because this is the actual first time that I get to sit down and watch every single movie like over the same weekend. Sometimes I will watch a movie saga like over a week, but quickly like this, it makes you realize how many details you get to see in the screen and things like that. Because again, it's been, the first one went into 2000 or 2001 if I'm not mistaken. The sequel came in 2004, and then the third one came on 2016. Now we have a new one coming on 2025. So a few years had go by, and we have this character that has aged so well. Of course, we're talking about Bridget Jones. So the third movie, Bridget Jones's Baby, and something funny about this, on the book film series that is the movies are based from, the Bridget Jones's Baby will be the last one, and then Mad About the Boy was the third book. So in the one in the baby, and I was sure Daniel Cleaver was one of the suspect dads, and I'm pretty sure that was the script that he wasn't into it, and that's why he's saying no. But anyways, we're talking about the film series, so let's continue on the film series. So on Bridget Jones's Baby, we pick up to Bridget Jones now on her 40s. Something happened, because again, remember the final part of the sequel, The Edge of Reason, was she getting her happily ever after with Mark Darcy. Well, something happened in between that the couple got split up, and Bridget is a single again. She's just like, how did I get myself here again? And we start the movie with her 45th birthday, if I'm not mistaken. She's still working at her news program, but she's now like a chief editor or some kind, so she's better at her job. She's still living in London at her same love that, again, I want to visit it. I want to have the opportunity. And she's still hanging out with the same group of friends. What's the difference? The group of friends has children now. They're older. She's also older. She's on her ideal weight right now, so she's not their joke about she being a fat girl is not anymore. She's not smoking either, and she's still our same Bridget. So I was having calculations, and it took them like 12 years, if I'm not mistaken, for Renée to play back this character. And also Renée had a hiatus of 6 years, and this was her comeback to the big screen, and she just got right into the Bridget Jones's character. It was amazing to see. So Hugh Grant is not in this movie, but to fill in for him with a different character, we have Patrick Dempsey. So basically, Bridget goes to this music film festival. Ed Sheeran is a guest star in the movie, and he has an amazing role. At this music festival, she meets this guy, and they had a night of passion together. So she gets to see Mark Darcy again, because we get the news that Daniel Cleaver has been found dead, basically, but no bodies has been found. So we have the funeral of Daniel Cleaver, and that's the first time that she sees Mark Darcy. They've been split up for almost 4 years. After that, Mark Darcy got married to a new girl, and they go to a baptism together, and they have a night of passion as well. So that's what gets this whole mess of the movie, that Bridget Jones is now pregnant at 45, but she doesn't know who's the baby daddy. So she has a lot to figure it out. The dynamic between the three guys, the girl with the two guys, which is kind of always been the triangle for the Bridget Jones's movie. We get it back, but in a different way. Hugh Grant was amazing, but Patrick Dempsey does a really great character. They have a lot of chemistry together. London is still the big city in the movie, and I love it. We have new characters. We have a new best friend from Bridget from work, and it's amazing. And of course, since we're talking about Bridget, right before she gets into labor, she gets herself her phone and things like that locked up on a cabin. You know, when you need to open doors to get into the banks to get cash out, she forget her pin and things like that. And then that's the moment that got me emotional. She's kind of like talking to her boy to be soon first oh my god, first kid. she's kind of talking to him, and she's like, hey, I know I promised you that I was going to have everything together by now, but I still haven't. And she's kind of cold because it's raining. Nobody's opening the apartment for her because, again, she lost her keys. And Mark Darcy just shows up. So there is a super fun part there going to the hospital, and we have the greatest addition of Emma Thompson as the doctor. She plays an amazing character, super fun to play. And then we got the question is that we don't know who's the baby father. But the baby father, of course, it has to be, it's Mark Darcy. Gets revealed at the end, and we end up this third installment with the wedding that we were waiting for 3 movies in the making of Bridget Jones and Mark Darcy. Now, they end the movie on a high note as well because there is a newspaper that flies by and Hugh Grant's character, Daniel Cleaver, has been found alive. So, it was super emotional. If this would have been the end of the saga, I would be okay with it. But when they put that scene of Daniel Cleaver being alive, I was sure we were going to be revisiting the word Bridget Jones in the future. And now we can say that it's almost 90% sure that the 4th installment will be the last one of the series. So, the Blu-ray quality, it's amazing. It's a release by Universal. The movie lasts for almost 2 hours. It's the longest in the series. And for fans of Bridget, there is a lot of special features. The Blu-ray has a lot of special features. We have a gag reel of 2 minutes. We have 17 minutes of deleted and alternate scenes. A lot of great additions there. We also have an alternate ending, kind of similar to the first movie. And the end credits, the characters are kind of talking about Bridget's future. And we also have a making of divided into parts that you can play at all, and it's like 18 minutes long. The return of Renée as Bridget, the return of the director, the London side to it, a lot of great things, and a lot of behind the scenes content that if you're a fan of this saga, you're going to love that. Now, again, I did this rewatch because I want to be as ready as I can for Bridget Jones's Mad About the Boy coming on Valentine's Days of 2025. I just saw the trailer. When the trailer came out, I saw it once, but now I have seen it, and I can actually tell you the whole gang of friends is coming back. Mom and Dad are coming back. Emma Thompson is also coming back. The friend from work is coming back. So Bridget quit her job on this 3rd installment. So I'm curious to see where is she working now in this installment. It's the first time that we're going to get to see Bridget Jones acting as a mom. Not only as a kid, not only with 1 kid, she has 2 kids, 1 boy and 1 girl. The sad part of the story is that Mark Darcy has passed away at Bridget Jones's 50th period of her life. I don't know how he passed away, but he just passed away, and Bridget now has 2 kids, being a single mom, well, a widow mom. The good news, Colin Firth is back, and on the book there is a lot of flashback related to them, and he's back. On the trailer at least he has 2 scenes, so I'm pretty sure he still will be back. Hugh Grant character is back, and Bridget Jones's kid calls him uncle. The group of friends is also back, and kind of like what the movie seems to be about is that Bridget Jones having a crush. We're going back to the love triangle. Bridget Jones having a crush on the professor from school, and also a super young guy who's 29 years old that she might be crushing on as well. So just the look at the trailer, the movie looks amazing. It's going to be released on Peacock, but again, Universal and Miramax did put money on the movie. I do hope it has a lot of movie theaters around me with the movie, because again, I want to see it on the big screen. And if I can, I'll also take my mom because she loved the movies as well. But guys, this was an amazing experience. That's one of the things that I love about collecting physical media, to be able to revisit my favorite movies without needing to depend on any streaming service of any kind. My hopes for the movie is that it does amazing, is that it's a great movie, and the last hope that I can have is that it comes on physical media eventually. I would love to have a complete collection of all the Bridget Jones's Zari film series. You can get them on DVDs or Blu Rays, depending what's your preferred format. But again, this is a saga that I do recommend you. It was a super easy watch, and I even watched the audio commentary, so I feel like I watched 5 movies over the weekend. My voice is kind of feeling like a little bit out, but again, I've been up since 8 a.m. and again, my alarm is sounding like in a few seconds of almost. That's the way it's going to feel. But anyways, guys, please let me know in the comments if you know this film series. How excited are you for Bridget Jones's Diary? Mad about the boy? We have it almost there. I can almost sense it. But anyways, guys, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.